Imagine the surprise from law enforcement. Cops arresting other cops. How does it feel when those trusted to uphold the law are held accountable? When do the ones wearing the badge become subjected to justice themselves? In this video, we'll look into some incidents where cops arrested other cops. Number 1. Orlando police officer drives off after deputy pulls him over for speeding. In a small county in Florida, a dramatic scene unfolded as a police officer found himself on the wrong side of the law. Alexander Shawnee, an officer from the Orlando Police Department, was relieved of his duties after a video showing him driving away from a traffic stop conducted by a Seminole County deputy was found. What was the reason for the stop? Shawnee was allegedly speeding at 80 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone.
He's the guy that
The encounter began when the deputy had to accelerate to catch up with Shawnee, driving in a marked patrol SUV. Despite the deputy activating lights and sirens, Shawnee refused to pull over, forcing the deputy to finally stop in front of his vehicle to get his attention.
This one or this one?
Yeah, 11070. Pull over.
As the deputy approached the officer, body cam footage shows a heated exchange between the two. Shawnee can be heard arguing that he was simply on his way to work, disregarding that he was breaking the law. Confused and defensive, he asked, "Why are you trying to pull me over as I'm going to work?" The deputy promptly responded, "Because you're going 80 in a 45. This escalated further when Shawnee refused to hand over his driver's license, a clear protocol violation. Ignoring the deputy's request, he exited the scene, leaving the deputy stunned and the issue unresolved.
3113 to 313.
What?
Do you?
I am going into work, my man. Why are you trying to pull me over as I'm going into work?
Because you're going 80 and a 45.
I am going into work.
Okay, where are you going
what
to
does
work
it look
for?
like I am dressed for?
What
does it look like I am dressed for?
My name is Deputy Hilton and they see your driver's license.
No.
Okay. 3113, copy at 1050. 10-4, I got a city, Orlando PD taking off from a traffic stop. It's going to be X-ray Foxtrot 6207, XF 6207.
The consequences for Shawnee were swift and severe. The Orlando Police Department took immediate action, relieving him of duty, pending both the Seminole County Sheriff's Office criminal investigation and his department's internal affairs investigation. A statement from the police department sent to WESH said, "The Orlando Police Department was notified by the Seminole County Sheriff's Department on Friday, June 9th, that OPD police officer Alexander Shawnee was involved in an incident that occurred in Seminole County that resulted in criminal charges. Officer Shawnee has been relieved of duty, pending the Seminole County Sheriff's criminal investigation and OPD's internal affairs investigation. As the investigation continued, Shawnee faces serious charges: reckless driving, fleeing and eluding law enforcement, and resisting an officer without violence are among the charges against him. The actions of this one officer have not only put his career in jeopardy, but have also raised questions about the accountability and integrity of law enforcement as a whole. And that's also true of our next story. But before we go on, make sure to subscribe to our channel to keep seeing videos like this. Number 2. Georgia sheriff and city sergeant threatened to arrest each other. In a small town in Georgia, a heated dispute between law enforcement officers unfolded during a routine traffic stop. The incident involved Sergeant Tracy James from the Hiawassee Police Department and Sheriff Ken Henderson from Towns County. The clash occurred due to an ongoing jurisdiction dispute between the two agencies.
Okay. Go pull the video at Valero. You get on my traffic stop again, I will arrest you.
Yeah, I'll arrest you.
Do it, buddy.
And we're going to
do it.
charge you.
During the traffic stop, Sergeant James had just handed a citation to a driver when Sheriff Henderson approached and began questioning the driver himself. This led to a heated argument between two officers, with both of them threatening to arrest each other. The exchange was all captured on Sergeant James's body cam.
Do it, Ode. Go for it. There's cameras at Valero, and there's cameras at Napa that sees me pulled out.
Shut your mouth.
You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your boy.
Talk to you, boy. You a boy.
Thank you.
The dispute stemmed from allegations that Hiawassee officers were making stops and pursuing suspects outside the city limits, which the Towns County Sheriff's Office claimed was beyond their jurisdiction. The sheriff's behavior during the incident was deemed inappropriate and is now being investigated by proper authorities, including the Georgia Bureau of Investigation and the district attorney in Towns County. Sheriff Henderson cannot be disciplined or fired as an elected official, except for by the voters. On a secret recording obtained by investigators, the sheriff can be heard referring to Hiawassee officers as the enemies of the sheriff's office. The incident has caused tension between the two agencies and has yet to be resolved. The Hiawassee Police Chief, Paul Smith, expressed regret over the incident and emphasized the department's commitment to safety and service. My advice to the sheriff at this time is to not make any statements because this will be an ongoing investigation, County Attorney Rob Kiker said. The frustration exhibited by the sheriff on the video is a result of a broader issue and will be referred for further investigation by the proper authorities. Hiawassee Police Chief Paul Smith said, "We regret this unfortunate event. The Hiawassee Police Department will continue to strive for excellence in safety and service to our citizens and visitors, while working with all public agencies to accomplish that goal." What do you think about the video so far? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. In the next video, we have a jailer fired on the spot. But what did he do? Let's find out. Number 3. Texas sheriff fires disgraced jailer for allegedly sneaking in phone to inmate. Collin County Detention Officer Tyler Moody faced arrest and termination of appointment after being caught providing an inmate with a prohibited cell phone. This incident unfolded on Tuesday, October 11th, 2022, leaving both authorities and the public astounded. The chain of events begins when a diligent detention officer made a startling discovery in one of the cells at the Collin County Jail. A contraband cell phone and charger were found in the possession of an inmate. Subsequent investigation led to a surprising revelation. Tyler Moody, a detention officer who had served in the position since October 2019, confessed to illegally giving the inmate the phone.
I'm an employee here. You understand? You betrayed the trust of every citizen that we have the privilege to serve.
As news of Moody's involvement spread, the Collin County Sheriff's Office wasted no time taking swift and decisive action. On the same day the incident came to light, Tyler Moody was arrested for his role in providing the contraband cell phone. The charges against him were serious. A third-degree felony for bringing prohibited items into a correctional or civil commitment facility.
You're under arrest for bringing a prohibited item, a cell phone, into a correctional facility. That's a third-degree felony. Do you have any questions about that? Well, you're going to be cuffed. First thing I want you to do is stand up and take that uniform shirt off. You don't deserve to wear it.
Sheriff Skinner made it abundantly clear that Moody's actions had not only compromised the safety and security of the facility, but also betrayed the trust of the citizens they were sworn to protect. With an air of disappointment and determination, Sheriff Skinner addressed Moody, confirming his termination from the Collin County Sheriff's Office. He emphasized with the severity of Moody's actions and the profound breach of trust. The sheriff declared that Moody no longer deserved the privilege of the uniform, which symbolized the dedication and service of the brave men and women who worked alongside him for nearly 3 years. In the next video, a police chief's unethical show of power is caught on camera. Number 4. Zebulon Police Chief pulled over in Molina. In a disturbing incident that sparked widespread criticism, Zebulon Police Chief Jonathan Hemphill is under fire for disrespecting fellow officers during a traffic stop. The incident in August 25th in Pike County, Georgia, was captured on video and has raised serious concerns about Hemphill's conduct and professionalism. The encounter unfolded when officers from the neighboring city of Molina pulled over Hemphill. Body cam footage reveals Hemphill swiftly exiting his vehicle and approaching the officer's cruiser. Aggressively, he identifies himself as the Zebulon police chief and boasts about his authority over their chief, an officer named Mike Polk.
Violation.
I blinked my blue lights at you to let you know who I was.
Yes, sir. Well, we didn't know with it, that's not a government tag.
That is a unofficial tag. That tag's not even on file.
I see, yes. Well, we have to catch up the bill to run it and everything like that, sir.
So I won't blink my blue lights at you next time. I'll let you just sit there. I was just speaking. I'm the police chief in Zebulon.
Well, nice to meet you, sir.
Matt Polk worked for me. Your chief worked for me.
Yes, sir. There's no need to get upset.
I'm upset because I spoke to you when I come by, and now you're pulling me over.
Sir, I've never met you, Dan.
The officers explained that they pulled Hemphill over for his dark window tint and an unregistered license plate, referred to as a ghost tag. The interaction quickly escalates, and criminal justice experts have expressed alarm at Hemphill's lack of respect and professionalism towards his fellow officers.
What are you stopping for?
I'm stopping for one, your window tints dark. You
I have
flashed
blue
your
lights
blue
on my
lights.
car.
Okay, you know how many officers have blue lights?
Are you writing me a ticket, yes or no? Are you writing me a ticket? I'm just
Do
leaving.
you have a driver's license?
Literally.
I'm fixing to make it a whole lot more. Your boss worked.
1111.
Thaddeus Johnson, a criminal justice expert, criticized Hemphill's behavior, noting that he immediately invoked his position of authority and implied immunity from consequences. A criminal justice expert said he's concerned about the whole interaction. I looked at that video and thought, how unprofessional. Criminal justice expert Thaddeus Johnson said. He said he was alarmed at the lack of respect the chief showed the officers. The first thing he said was, "I'm gonna call your chief," as if he is above reproach, as if his relationship makes him above the law, as if his relationship makes him above the officers who are working every day to keep our streets safe. Thaddeus Johnson also added that Chief Hemphill's treatment of one of the officers, a woman, was also unmannerly. He was extremely disrespectful, and the level of disrespect was much higher toward the female officer. And that's an issue we face. This bravado, this patriarchal aspect, the machismo. We wonder why we can't get them to join the force, or we don't see them in positions of leadership, he said. In the body cam footage, Hemphill disputes the reasons for being pulled over, using profanity to express his dissatisfaction with the situation. However, Police Chief Matt Polk stood firmly by his officers, commending their professionalism and handling of the incident. What happens when cops are impersonated? Find out in the next video. Number 5. Alleged cop impersonator gets arrested by Georgia police. On July 20th, 2022, Officer Park, a member of the Ackworth Police Department in Georgia, spotted a peculiar scene while driving downtown. He approached a vehicle parked on the side of the road and steps out, ready to investigate. With a calm demeanor, he approached the driver's window.
Partner. Hey, I'm Officer Park with the Ackworth Police Department.
How are you?
The only reason why I'm pulling you over, I guess y'all were, well, that's my chief of police right there. He saw y'all go around traffic. He was trying to figure out who y'all are with or what was going on.
The driver, 33-year-old Granson Mackey, seemingly unfazed by the encounter, calmly responds with an okay. Officer Park continues his inquiries and asks if Mackey works for Georgia Metropolitan in an attempt to understand the driver's affiliations. However, Mackey's response was suspicious.
No, I'm off-duty hero operator.
Oh, off-duty hero operator?
How you doing, Chief? Hey. I'm off-duty operator. I just working off criminal detail. That's my ID. That's my badge. Yeah, I just work in a criminal detail. I went to get my car checked out because you can see all the lights on.
The police chief then approaches the vehicle and asks Mackey to explain why the car is registered to an individual and why he's using emergency lights in a non-emergency situation. Mackey says it's his car and denies improper use of emergency lights, stating that he attempted to merge into traffic. However, the officer remains skeptical and asks for identification. As the conversation unfolds, it becomes apparent that the driver's intentions are ambiguous. Examining the vehicle's lighting permit, Officer Park discovers that it's valid. While Mackey's explanation seems plausible, the chief's observations must be addressed. With a touch of firmness, Officer Park makes a serious decision.
Yes, sir.
So I am going to issue a citation for unlawful operation for emergency vehicle, okay? Just here.
Throughout the exchange, Mikey pleads his case, assuring Officer Park that he runs a legitimate company and does not impersonate a police officer. But then, here's where things get interesting. The tension rises as Mackey, fearing the consequences of his actions, anxiously makes a request.
Anytime they run a driver's license number, I'm going to get grounded. I ask the chief, please.
Hey, but you have to understand.
Officer Park offers some reassurance, acknowledging the severity of the situation and Mackey's concerns. However, he emphasizes that the citation will stand, and the driver's fate rests in the hands of the court. As the conversation concludes, Officer Park hands back Mackey's ID, advising him to contact the court services for further instructions in handling the citation. He reminds Mackey of the importance of adhering to the law and not misusing emergency equipment. With a parting exchange of words, the encounter concludes, leaving both individuals pondering the implications of their interaction. Officer Park is committed to upholding the law and reports the incident for further investigation, while the driver, his business, and his reputation are all at stake due to the consequences of his actions. According to the authorities, Mackey was arrested 2 days later on a felony charge of impersonating a police officer. Impersonation is bad, but here is an even more serious offense by a police captain. Number 6. Police captain suspected of DUI begs officer to turn off body cam. In the early morning hours, an incident unfolded in Oklahoma City involving an off-duty police captain, James French, who was pulled over on suspicion of drunk driving. The entire encounter was captured on the body camera of Sergeant Christopher Skinner, the arresting officer, providing a detailed account of the event. According to the body camera footage, Sergeant Skinner initiated the traffic stop after observing Captain French's SUV swerving and making turns without signaling. As the interaction began, Captain French wasted no time in identifying himself as a police captain and requested that Sergeant Skinner turn off his body camera.
I will. I'm not.
You been drinking tonight?
I just got a ride.
You been drinking tonight, sir?
I'm a captain on the police department.
However, Sergeant Skinner firmly explains that he treated everyone equally and could not comply with the request.
How much we had to drink tonight, sir?
Please.
Huh? I'm not turning my camera off.
Okay.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle.
During the exchange, Sergeant Skinner inquired about Captain French's alcohol consumption that evening. The captain admitted to having 3 or 4 beers at a poker game, seemingly downplaying the quantity. Still, his repeated attempts to turn off the camera were met with unwavering resistance from Sergeant Skinner.
How much you drink at your poker game?
Not much.
Not much? How much is not much?
I don't know.
Beer? Liquor?
Yeah.
How
Beer.
many beers?
3 or 4.
3 or 4? How long ago was that?
It's been going on a while.
How long ago?
The body camera footage shows Captain French struggling with the field sobriety tests administered by Sergeant Skinner. These tests aim to assess the captain's physical coordination and potential impairment. The video clearly shows the difficulties French faced during the tests, casting doubt on his ability to operate a vehicle safely.
Stand with your feet together, hands down by your side for me. Hands down by your side, please. Look straight ahead. You see the tip of my pen, sir?
I do.
I want you to follow the tip of my pen without moving your head, okay? Don't move your head, sir. When I tell you to begin, okay, I'm just going to demonstrate for you first. I want you to pick a foot of your choosing. It doesn't matter if it's your left or your right foot.
I'm familiar.
And I want you to lift it approximately 6 inches off the ground. And while you look at your toe, I want you to count by 1,000. It's 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005, so on and so forth until I tell you to stop. At any point in time you lose your balance or your foot touches the ground, Just go ahead and pick your foot back up and continue the count, okay? Do you understand these instructions I've explained to you, Mr. French? You may begin.
1,000.
Keep
Sir,
going.
can you turn that off?
I cannot, sir.
Please.
I know you're aware of our body cam policy. You know I cannot turn off this body cam.
I do, but I'd like to talk to you.
I can't do that, sir.
Please.
You want to try that again?
I will.
You may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sir, please. Please. I'm asking you.
I can't do that.
Okay.
So we're not going to do the test?
We will.
Okay, because you keep stopping. Wait, let's try another test then.
Who is this?
One of my partners.
Who is it?
Not sure. Can't tell with the lights on. No, it's Officer Kitch. You're familiar with the walk and turn?
I am.
While I demonstrate the walk and turn for you, I want you to stand with your left foot in front of your right foot, okay? Left foot in front of your right foot, heel to toe, hands down by your side. Can you do that for me, sir?
You want left foot in front of the right?
Yes, sir. Hands down by your side. Okay. Attempt to hold that position while I demonstrate for you. You're going to take 9 heel to toe steps, counting out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll say that's 9. On your 9th step, without lifting your lead foot, you're going to pivot like so. And then you're going to take 9 heel to toe steps, counting each step out loud, back the way you came until you get to 9. Do you understand these instructions I've explained to you, Mr. French?
I believe so.
Alright, anytime you're ready, you may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Alright, go ahead and turn around for me. Put your hands behind your back.
Are you gonna arrest me, sir?
Yes, I am.
Can I talk to you?
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back, sir.
Following the incident, Captain French was arrested and charged with driving under the influence of alcohol and failing to signal an intention to turn. As a result, he was booked into custody. In response to the situation, the Oklahoma City Police Department placed Captain French on administrative leave, pending a thorough investigation into the incident. The body camera footage and the officer's subsequent actions have drawn attention to the interaction between law enforcement officers and an officer accused of drunk driving. This incident highlights the department's commitment to transparency and accountability as they review the footage and investigate further. By analyzing the body cam footage and conducting a comprehensive investigation, the Oklahoma City Police Department aims to uphold its standards and ensure that justice is served fairly and without favoritism. The incident serves as a reminder of the importance of integrity and equal treatment within law enforcement agencies, regardless of an individual's rank or position. The clips in this video are brought to us by PoliceAction, 11A Live, and Law and Crime Network. Check out the description below for a link to their channels and give them the credit they deserve. If you liked the video, then you'll like this one too, so click now for the next video.